Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tank be chopping, and I'm back with another haircut tutorial. Alright guys, what we gonna be doing on this cut is a number 4 on top and a taper. So as you can see, I got my number 4 on my limited edition gold low pro FX from Barber, and I'm going over the top of my client's head. And as you can see, I'm gonna go over the top a good amount of times. I have a comb in my hand, just making sure that I comb the hair down the way it lays. That way I can actually see what the hair is doing when I'm cutting it down to that number 4. Now, I've cut his hair a good amount of times for a couple years already, so I basically know now what his hair does, but I still want to have that combing to make sure I comb away any debris and just to make sure that the hair is laying down properly. And then what I like to do when I do my taper fades, I like to go over the sides with a guard lower. So this is my number 3 guard, and you don't have to go in with the guard open, with the lever open, but you can. But you know, once I get closer to the top of the hair, I just start to flick out slightly, so it really isn't a big issue. But if it is an issue for you, you can just open your lever and attack that line. But as you can see, I'm just blending this number 3 guard into this number 4 that I did on top. Alright, so now that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and take my trimmer. This is the Chameleon Boost FX, and I'm gonna set in my initial bald guideline in a half circle type shape. And I'm doing this because I want to keep some of that C cup. I don't want to go too high, so I like to do this when my clients like to keep a nice little C cup. And now I'm gonna follow this up with the shaver, get that nice and bald. And I'm gonna go ahead and start blending. So I'm taking my Low Pro FX clipper. I have my clipper all the way open, and I'm setting in my next section. And I'm keeping that same shape. As you can see, it's a half circle type shape. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend this section out, meaning I'm gonna close my lever halfway, work my way halfway into this section, and then close my lever 1 notch, work a little bit lower than that, and then close it all the way and attack that bottom line. So my next step is I'm taking my number 1 guard, lever open, setting in another section. Remember guys, I'm still using that rainbow, that half circle type shape. I'm gonna set in my next section, and then I'm gonna close my lever and try to blend out that section. And now I'm going in with my 1.5 guard, lever all the way open, and basically doing the same exact thing. I'm gonna set in another section in a half circle type shape using a slight flick out motion, and then I'm gonna close my lever and try to get rid of that bottom line. Now sometimes you will have to mess with that line a little more than other times, but if you just go through these steps, I feel you can get a good product. So now here is my number 2 guard, lever all the way open, and I'm making sure I'm cleaning up behind the ear, basically just trying to blend into that number 3 guard. And then I'm gonna close my lever and still try to attack that line right there. So that's basically the bulk of my steps. Now there are a lot of discrepancies still in this blend, so I'm gonna have to go back and do some more detail work to clean everything up. So now here is my 1.5 guard once again, attacking these dark areas that I still see. As you can see, just flicking at these lines, attacking these lines, trying to get all these dark areas erased. And you want to make sure you come behind the ear, guys. I see a lot of tapers where people don't come behind the ear and it looks really, really bulky behind there. I like to clean up behind the ear just so it gives a nicer blend and a better look, at least in my opinion. So now I'm going in with my 1 guard, and I'm just going to do some lever play. You know, I started off with it open and then I closed it because I felt that closing it was really going to take care of what I needed to. Here is my half guard, lever open, and same thing here, guys, doing some lever play to try to get rid of that them dark areas. And now I'm hitting that bottom line with the trimmer. And now what I'm gonna do here is, since I have the trimmer in my hand and I'm gonna edge up the front, I'm gonna go ahead and edge up the back. And I like to do this because I feel that it gives my tapers, you know, just a better finished product before it being 100% finished, you know what I'm saying? So I can line him up behind the ear and over the ear, and then, you know, do the front lineup, and then I'll be able to see how this side taper looks. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and line up the front. So I'm gonna set in my initial guideline in the middle, and that's how I do like 90% of my edge ups. I start off in the middle, set in my initial guideline, and then I work my way over. In this case, I'm working my way over to his left side of his haircut. I'm gonna hit that vertical bar. And then I'm gonna make sure that I hit that C cup. And remember, guys, when you're doing the lineup, it can just go over it a good amount of times. Take your time, really pay attention to what you're doing. Try not to push the client back too much. Just really the biggest thing I could say is take your time, because I feel a lot of times people want to rush and really be like get out these haircuts pretty quickly, which I understand, but you want to make sure you're taking your time to make sure you give your client a good product. So now I'm going back to some detail work. This is my half guard. Before this, I used my 1 guard, did some lever play, half guard lever play, 1.5, once again lever play, and corner blending. I want to make sure I add that I'm using some corner blending also. And then here is my 1 guard again. And basically I'm just really polishing this blend, doing some detail work, just really trying to get this blend to go to the next level before I move on to the opposite side. So I'm just doing some lever play here with my 1 guard. And in case anyone is interested, I am using the Babyliss Premium guards. I know sometimes people ask me that, so these are the Babyliss Premium guards. I like the way they work. They're my favorite guards as of right now. But now I'm going in with my half guard, once again doing some more cleanup work. And as y'all can see, this blend is looking better than it did previously. And once again, guys, after you put that lineup in there, I feel that you can see a better finished product, so you can go back in detail and attack what needs to be attacked to get that blend to come together. And I know a lot of people come for me in the comments a lot and they say that I do too many steps, but once again, guys, this is just my way of doing it, my process, and it works for me and it gives me a good consistent cut. So I like doing it, man, and my clients like it, so it's not a big issue for me, and I can move fairly quickly when I'm doing my haircuts with these steps. So now I'm moving on to the opposite side, guys, and I did put this on Instagram the other day. As you can see, I'm lining up my client behind the ear and over the ear first, and I feel that doing this right before you bought out your client or right after you bought them out can help, speed up your haircuts. I know some people say that, they have to go back and reline the client up, but sometimes you have to do that anyways, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can line them up after the fade is there, and then you might have to go back and just make it slightly sharper. So it's fine, just try it out, you know what I'm saying? Try to line up your client behind the ear first, or not necessarily first, but while you have the trimmers in your hand. So if you bought them out, go ahead and line them up over the ear and behind the ear, or line them up over the ear and behind the ear, and then ball them out, and then move on to the taper. And it may save you a little bit of time. It may not be for everybody, you know what I'm saying, but just give it a shot, see what it does, you know what I'm saying. It might cut down your haircut time by maybe 5 minutes or so. So like I said, give it a shot, and if it does work, let me know in the comment section. But just getting back to the haircut, I'm doing the same exact steps that I did on the opposite side. So even though I didn't go over exactly what I was doing, I did the same thing. This is my 1.5 guard, blending that section out. So I created that section and then I blended it out. And then only difference here is I'm actually using my 3 guard after my 1.5 guard. And the reason why I'm doing it is I just wanted to clean up, this blend a little bit. Well, not the blend, but the bulk of the sides, just to make sure that I was down to that number 3 before I actually started doing my fade work into that number 3. So here's my 2 guard, lever open at first, and then I'm gonna blend this section out. So I'm gonna close my lever and try to get rid of any discrepancies that I see. But yeah, guys, that's basically how I do my haircuts, man. Like, y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut so far. Let me know if y'all would have did anything differently. I'm sure some of y'all may have, but just let me know, man. Like, I'm always curious to see different ways different ways of fading, different ways of tapering, just different techniques that can help get a haircut done. And I do want y'all to know that if you are interested in purchasing these tools, these are the new Babyliss Low Pro limited edition, the gold edition. You can use the clipper and trimmer, or you can purchase the clipper and trimmer combo set, and you can use my discount code TANK10 and it'll save yourself a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, going back into this cut, as you can see, I am using my number 1 guard now, using some corner blending, and now I'm moving on to the front lineup, and all I'm doing is trying to match this side with the opposite side. Before we move on any further, well, I'm gonna let the video play, but I did not record me hitting them with the razor, but y'all know your boy gets down with the razor. I did add a little bit of enhancements to make these lines look a little sharper, because as y'all can see in his corners, he's a little lighter than in the middle. So I did hit him with a little bit of enhancements just to, give him a nice full looking edge up. But yeah, man, that's basically what we did on this cut, man. So once again, guys, let me know what y'all think so far in the comment section. Alright, guys, so check it out. This is how my boy Juan came into the shop looking, and this is the finished product. Let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure and subscribe one time for your boy. Remember guys, if you want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, tankbechopping.com. You can book an appointment there. If you do want it to be for YouTube, you can put that in the comment section. I'll try my best to try and record it. I can't promise that I'm gonna record it, but I can try my best. But nonetheless, guys, let me know what y'all think about this. Remember, guys, if you want to purchase any Babyliss Pro tools, you can go to their website, babylesspro.com. You can use my discount code TANK10, save yourself a little bit of money. And yeah, man, that's basically it for this video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go. Yeah.